Good afternoon and welcome to UPEI Alumni Macadam Field, where we have the Holland College Hurricanes taking on the UNB St. John Seawolves.
Announce yourself.
I'm Ryan Cadman, and to my left is Leslie Fall.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Holland College. This is Leslie Fall and Ryan Cadman. We're going to be your announcers for today's game. We have an exciting afternoon planned here this afternoon at UPEI Alumni Macadam's Field. We have the Holland College Hurricanes taking on the St. John Seawolves. Both teams are coming off a first week's loss. Holland College was defeated by UNB Red Bombers. The Seawolves were defeated by the Dalhousie Tigers. So both teams are looking to make amends today and come out strong in the first right off the kickoff. We have St. John lining up to kick off, and Holland College will be receiving.
As we get set for today's games, today's referees / officials are Terry McCormick, Chris Hallowell, Mark McDougall, Robert St. Pierre, Sean McAuliffe, and Paul Quinlan.
It looks like the Holland College has Jack Mallow, number 9, and
number 80, Gareth McLean, I do believe, is in the back on the left side getting ready to receive.
It's a beautiful afternoon here at Macadam's Field with a slight wind blowing from the west towards the eastern. And here we go.
We are off. Picked up, taken right. Carried by number 6, Javier Fernandez. Brought it to about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, the St. John went with a short kick there. Probably went about 15 yards, so we're looking probably about I would say, a 25-yard return on that. But there is a flag down. We have a block in the back to Holland College, so they'll be marking that back 15 yards. So it looks like Holland College is going to start on their own 37-yard line. Holland College will be starting off here with the wind in their faces, going against the wind.
In the backfield is quarterback Michael Petroshki. Flag on the play.
Carried by number 34.
34, Rodrigo Monte de Oca.
There is a flag on the play. It looks like Holland's jumped the line. And we'll wait to get the official announcement. Oh, it was offside St. John. I imagine Holland will be declining that. So Rod had a run of about 9 yards. So we're looking at 2nd and 1 here.
Petroshki in the backfield. Throws to number 85, Kimani Simpson, brought out of bounds. Ball is caught.
And that will be enough for a first down. So Holland's coming out here both with the run and the pass.
Opting to go for the short pass early on. Get the short yardage, get the first down. Handoff to Oka. Brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, I think he's got about a loss of...
Loss of about 2.
Yeah, a loss of about 2, I would say. I think St. John was ready for him on there.
Hi, this is Evan with the University trying to get the stream working for Holland College football. Matt gave your number and told me to give you a call.
Well, this will probably be a passing down here. I would imagine you'd probably looking maybe for number 13, Majuri here.
Second and long. Throws. Ball is caught by Majuri.
Please enter verified.
Waiting to see whether they rule this a catch. The ball was bobbled.
Pass is complete. Majuri.
And Tyler got about, we'll say about 16 yards on that, so that'll be enough for a first down. So Holland will be taking the ball at St. John's 43-yard line.
In the backfield. Calls his own number. And gets brought down in the back. Couldn't find the open receiver. Decided to take it himself. Loss of about 1.
So she looks like she's going to be second down and 11 yards to go.
All kinds of time to throw. Gets caught. Flag on the play. Ball is thrown away. Incomplete pass.
Mason. We're just doing play-by-play on the recording. There's, it's not going live yet. Are you tweeting? Are you tweeting? Okay.
So we're having a conference here with the referees to discuss what the flag was about. And there's actually
There's no flag on the play. After a short deliberation.
So Holland is looking at third and probably about 11 and a half yards to go here. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Holland is opting to go for it here on third and long.
This will probably be a passing play, we would imagine.
Petroschi looking. Throws a long one looking for Majuri. Out of bounds.
Yeah. So Holland College will be turning the ball over in downs.
Quarterback for the Seawolves is Jared Laming, wearing number 9.
And Jared had a pretty good game against Dalhousie last week, so we'll be wondering whether he'll be able to hold up again this weekend.
Handoff. Big pile up. No gain there.
Yeah, he was pretty lucky to make it to the line of scrimmage there. I think Holland College was waiting for him.
Carry by number 32, Tony Delancey. No gain. That heavy D line from Holland College proving to be a force to be reckoned with this season.
Yeah, and this is a D line that is anchored by number 7, Tyler Hobbs. He third-year player for Holland College.
Looking for the pass. Nice rush. Almost picked off.
And Hobbs was right in the backfield there and leveled the St. John's quarterback.
Almost picked off by number 9, Jack Mallow. It is an incomplete pass. Just slipped through his fingers.
Yeah. So this will bring up 3rd and 10 for St. John's.
Looks like they're going to opt to punt the ball.
And it Looks like we're going to have Jack Mallow back on the right side deep, and number
It looks like 20. However, number 20, Marco Briones, was not scheduled
No.
to play today. That is
and St. John gets the punt away.
nice ball.
Right to Mallow, who
Fumbled
fumbles
by
it.
Mallow. Tackled far back, just about on Holland's own 15-yard line, about maybe 17.
Yeah. So Holland will be starting off deep in their own zone.
After that first drive, Holland is looking to assert themselves on this drive, looking to make a long haul all the way to their end zone. Petroshki in the backfield, along with Rod Oka.
Holland going with the one running back in this play set.
Hand off to Rod. Couple guys on him, pulls it on for another about 4 yards. Gain of about 6.
So Holland is looking here probably at 2nd and 4.
Gain of 4, apologies.
So she's going to be 2nd and 6.
Hand off to Oka.
We have a flag down, thrown from the official in the backfield.
Gain of about 2 yards on that. However, there is a flag down. Holland will get the first down.
Holland still going with the one running back in the backfield. Another handoff to Oka.
Actually, I do believe that's Thomas Cassidy.
Was that
number
Thomas
30.
Cassidy?
Gain of about 7.
So she's going to be 2nd and 3.
Nice run by Cassidy, also a third-year player.
And as Thomas actually missed one season with a broken collarbone, so this is actually his 3rd year on the team, but his 2nd year actually being able to be on the field.
Oka caught in the backfield. Still on his feet. No movement. Refs are going to blow it dead.
Yeah.
There is a bit of a scuffle.
So there was no gain on that, so that's going to bring up 3rd and about 4 yards. Looks like we have a Holland College player down.
That is number 75, Griffin Quigley, left tackle for the Hurricanes. Looks like he may have caught up his leg, whether it be his knee or his ankle, or perhaps just some soreness. Looks like he's pointing towards his thigh,
Probably
around the quad area.
Probably got a helmet in the leg or something like that in that scrum. He's walking out under his own power, so that's always a good sign. Holland will be punting
Opting to
here.
punt. About about a 40-yard punt. Had time to look, but brought down at about their own 52-yard line. That's UNB.
34. Ball carrier for St. John was Jordan Betteridge. He picked up about, what would you say, Ryan, 10 yards?
I'd say about a gain of 10 on that. Yes, that would be accurate.
So St. John will be taking over here, first down on their 46, no, their 51-yard line. No, that's 46, right? 46, yeah. Yeah, the 46, sorry about that, the 46-yard line.
Seven minutes to go here in the first. Snapped. Throws, caught by number 1. That's Riley Ring-Deneen. Brought down at about the 55-yard line.
So we're looking at second down and probably about a yard and a half.
Yes, gain of about 9 on that.
Be interesting now to see whether St. John goes with the quarterback sneak here or no. It looks like they're lining up in the shotgun. No, the QB is going under center.
They try to plow through it. Looks like they may have fallen forward. I don't know if they got the yard they needed.
This will all be depending on the mark here by the referees.
Looks like they did get the first down.
Yeah, it was St. John got a generous mark there, I think, and they'll be starting off first and 10 from Holland College's 50-yard line.
Snapped, handed off. Pulled back. Ball carrier was DeLacy.
Tackle made by. That's who made the tackle for Holland. That's who made the tackle for Holland.
Oh, okay.
96.
Brought down by 96 for Holland. That's Yusuf Duradola. In the backfield. Long pass. It is complete.
And we have a touch.
And it is brought in for a touchdown for UNB St. John.
So you're looking
Number
at
4, Sept Brown. Was for Grant to be onside and to pick up the punt. There was flags on the play. However, after short deliberation, not long at all, it was awarded Holland College ball. There is a player down in the middle of the field.
Yeah, that is a St. John's player, but he is getting up under his own steam.
That is Godfred Agbovi. Walking off the field now as the Holland College offense rolls back on. Very close to the end zone. With about 1:50 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that is something now the Seawolves will have to keep an eye on for whenever Holland College punts, is for the onside man.
Ball is snapped. Hand off to Oka. Looking for the outside run. Cuts it back. Shakes loose. Gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah. So Oka got enough there for a first down. So
Yeah, looks good enough for a first down.
So this is going to be first and goal for Holland College.
First and goal, Petroski. Hand off to Oka. Tries to plow through the center. No gain. Brought back. St. John has been playing really well with the run defense.
Oka lost about 2 yards there, so it's going to still be second and goal.
Second and goal. Oka and Petroski in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Handoff. Gives a nice stiff arm, however, caught in the legs.
Yeah, and Holland actually lost a yard on that, so now it brings up third and goal. It'll be interesting to see now whether they gamble. No, it looks like Holland is going to go for the field goal here.
A field goal here would put them right back in it. This is the last play of the first quarter.
Well, Holland was a little bit uncertain about the men on the field. They had to call a timeout there. Holland is actually using a new kicker this week. Is a regular kicker. Kyle Mitchell Ure Matthews is actually injured. He's out with a high ankle sprain. We have
flag on the play. Looks like it will probably be roughing the kicker. Kicker was number 59, Jared McDonald. I believe that was number 24, Sergei Holland, who came diving into his knee. He is getting up, and he is walking it off.
And this will be a great break for Holland College if St. John takes a penalty on here. Yeah, the penalty is against St. John.
I do believe it is on number 24.
So that'll move the ball up to the 7-yard line. It'll still be third down. Holland will be going again for the field goal again.
However, interesting to note, McDonald is not going to be kicking. It is actually going to be number 13, Tyler Majuri.
And he gets it.
Kick is good. At the end of the first quarter, we have UNB St. John Seawolves 7, Holland College Hurricanes 3.
Yeah, Ryan, it looked like both offenses were struggling a little bit. There's a couple of highlights on both sides, a couple nice long passes from each QB, but doesn't look like either team actually managed to establish either a passing or running game. It was just
a few big plays.
A few big plays. It'll be interesting to see now whether or not in the second quarter one team will step up and try to establish either the running or the passing game. Holland College will be having the win at their backs for this quarter, and St. John will be facing into the win. So
Hurricanes defense is on its way. As the Seawolves offense takes the field, they will be switching sides. It looks like the Wolves will be taking over from about their own 35-yard line.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a drive to the end zone.
Yeah, with the wind in their face, so
Yes, especially.
I imagine they'll be probably trying to establish a run with this series of plays. Oh, they went to a little screen pass.
Pass is caught, brought down by number 28. Jerome Chimpangila.
Yeah, Jerome knocked him back for a loss of about a yard and a half there, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. Probably closer to 12.
Second and long, probably looking for a pass, even with the wind in the face.
St. John going with the one running back in the backfield.
Lehman gets the snap. He is looking.
And that
Pass is tipped by number 26, Max Mallow. Pass is incomplete.
And this is Max's 3rd year with the club. Max actually took a year off, went to Mount Allison, and then took a year off from football and come back now to play his final year eligibility with his brother Jack. So we actually have 2 Mallows. We're not trying to confuse anybody. There's actually 2 Mallows on the field today, both of them playing defensive back. So it looks like St. John's going to punt here with Max Mallow and... Can you see that number, Ryan?
Yes, that looks like number 26. Oh, yes, that is Max. And then, all the way back there, I believe that is Jack. Jack
Yeah.
and Max in the backfield. Jack catches the pass, breaks for a big run, has a block, is pushed out of bounds. What a circus catch by Mallow.
Jack has both Mallow brothers actually have speed to burn here and are both dangerous on kickoffs and punts.
He brought that up St. John's sideline. Breaking free for a gain of about...
I would say about 38 yards there, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely about 38 or so yards. That was a nice run by Mallow.
So Holland will be 1st and 10 here.
Ball is snapped and handed off to Oka. Oka splits the defense, gets a big gain. I do believe that is good enough for the first down.
Yes, it is. Yeah, once Rod gets into the secondary, he can be very dangerous. He can make a lot of guys miss.
It looks like it's going to be 1st and goal here for Holland.
Yep.
Handed off to Oka. Ready for a big blitz by the St. John defense, and he is brought down with, looks like, if not a gain, maybe a gain of about 2.
Yeah, I would say he probably picked up maybe closer to a yard on that one, actually. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Punch the ball in, or at least grab the field goal and try and closen up the score here. They are still only down by 4 points. That is nothing. A quick touchdown or field goal couldn't fix.
It looks like Holland will be depending on their defense to hold St. John deep in their end here.
Ball is handed off and hunted down. That's number 28, Jerome Chimpangila in the backfield, taking down number 30, Caleb Morgan.
Yeah, it looks like a loss of 5 yards on that play. So that's going to set up a long 2nd down with 15 yards to go here. I would imagine Holland will be bringing a lot of pressure here. St. John going with the one running back in the backfield.
2nd and long, looking, throws the short pass. It is caught.
And I do believe he got enough there for first.
That's caught by number 21, Braden McName.
Looking at the spot here, he might actually be a little bit short.
It looks like we're going to see about 3rd and inches here for UNB St. John.
Actually, no.
Or
no,
they
right.
have decided to rule it a first down.
And it looks like we got a St. John guy down in the end zone here. So we'll have a official times out here as the training staff for St. John attends to this player.
He is getting up, no problem.
Probably just got the wind knocked out of him, Ryan. You've been there. You've done that to players.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I know all about that. That's nothing you want. Especially out there. It's quite a warm one over here in PEI today in Charlottetown. Warm day, small breeze, just enough to alter any throw.
Yeah.
But the sun is enough to make you sweat. And when you're out there working hard, when you get the wind knocked out of you, you're sucking air and sweat pouring down your face. It can be scary moments sometimes out there.
Yeah, we definitely have a great afternoon for football here today. So with about...
That looks like it was actually number 9, Jared Laming, their quarterback.
So he's going to have to come out for 3 plays, and St. John's going to have to put in their backup quarterback.
Holland with a 3-4-4 defense. Pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was number 10, Jaleel Smith. However, just could not connect. It looks like backup quarterback was number 1. It is number 1, Riley Ring Deneen. However, he is coming out right now.
Is he coming? No, he was just going to the sidelines to get the play from the coach.
Time is in.
Yeah, St. John will have to get this play call done real quick here, or else.
Yes, in the backfield is Riley Ring Deneen.
Look, St. John's looking at 2nd and 10 here.
Goes for the throw. Nice ball.
Picked
off. Picked off. Jack Mallow went for it. However, it was actually Griffin Chenye that actually picked it off out of the air.
Number 31, yep.
I'm having, you busy or? I'm sorry, I've got the Holland College profile.
Mallow jumped for it, and Chenye did nab it. Number 31, defensive back from Kingston, Ontario.
Authentication problem, yeah.
DB and linebacker coach Sean Fraser must be really pleased with the way his DBs are playing today. That's their 3rd interception of the game.
Yes.
So Holland College will be starting off here right at the Seawolves 50-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from St. John's 50-yard line.
Handoff to Oka. Gain of about 3, maybe 4. St. John has done a fantastic job shutting down the run game today.
Actually, it looks like the referees are going to give him about 6 yards on that one.
Oh, wow, that was a larger gain.
Must have fell forward towards the end.
The O-line for the Hurricanes has played extremely well this afternoon, giving Petroski loads of time. Whether it be to pass or handoff, another handoff to Oka. Splits the defense and spins, is still going, is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, he was met at the line there, and he just actually spun out of the Seawolves guy's tackle. Rod does have that ability to make guys miss when he's running hard. So we're looking at 1st and 10 from, looks like the St. John's 24-yard line.
Brought down in the backfield. Brought down by number 8, Chris Setchell.
Yeah.
Ball carrier was Oka.
Yeah, they. I think St. John was ready for him there. So we're looking at a loss of probably 3 yards. So we're looking at 2nd and 13 for Holland College here.
Motion. Ball is snapped. Looking. Calls his own number. Starts to run.
Oh, we got a
Flag
flag
on the play. However, Petroski gets enough for about
looks like
4 yards.
I think you got about, when you look at it, I think you got about 7 yards on that when you consider that he ran. He was already 2 yards past the flag snap there. We're looking at holding against Holland College, so that will be coming back. So we'll be coming back 10 yards. So this is going to leave a huge 2nd down for Holland College. We're looking at probably 2nd and I would say fifth, well, more, probably closer to 20 yards, would you say, Ryan?
Yeah, from where the ball is out, it looks about close to 20.
Looks like they're taking over at St. John's 56-yard line.
Ball snapped, looking for the throw, goes for the long ball. Almost picked off.
Looks like he was trying to hook up with number 85 there, Simpson. So Holland will be punting the ball here.
3rd and very long.
Let's see if St. John now pays attention to the onside man here on this punt.
Punter is McDonald. Onside man is Grant.
Oh, number 34 for St. John had some trouble picking up the ball there. Went right through his arms. Does a couple of spin moves to get away from a couple of Holland College players, and he will be held up.
Movement is stopped. Ball carrier was Jordan Betteridge. Brought down by a conglomerate of Holland College players.
So it looks like St. John will be starting off here at their own 15-yard line. So Holland defense will be looking to hold them here, keep them deep in their own end zone, in their own end.
Ball is snapped. Laming is back in. Ball is picked off by Jack Mallow.
So that is like Holland College's 2nd straight interception here.
I do believe that might be Mallow's 2nd grab of the day. Mallow allowing for Holland College to take over back on offense in UNB St. John's zone. Oh. Snap is fumbled a bit. Petroski running.
He might have made it back maybe a yard past the line of scrimmage. Closed that hole pretty quick there when Rod hit it.
Okay, Shane, I'm back. Okay, so I've got destination RTMP server.
Seems like Holland College's center is having problems today, maybe not gripping the ball or just not seem to get a crisp snap off of today, Ryan.
Yeah, the last two were low. That is Colin Sept, the center. Back-to-back snaps that were just a little low for Petroshi. That one's right on the money. Handoff to Oka. Was looking for some guidance. Brought down again by LeBlanc.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up probably another 2 yards there. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd down and a good 4 yards, I would say. So Holland has a choice here to make now. And it looks like they're going to be going for it. Michael's going back out into the huddle, so.
Yeah, with 3 minutes left here in the second, they definitely want to try and punch one into the end zone. They'd like to go up before halftime, excuse me there.
So I imagine this will probably be a passing play. It looks like Holland's going with the 2 running backs in the backfield. Oh, some whistles blown on the snap.
So he's got publishing points.
Looks like we have a timeout, St. John. They wanted this. It looks like St. John wants to discuss their coverage a little bit here and make sure everybody's on the same page.
Jack Mallow bringing water out to his teammates. Now that's a team player. That's the kind of guy you want on your football team.
Stream name.
Mallow's had a fantastic afternoon.
His first half has been very, very, very well done. He's a leader on the defense team there. He's just always the first guy at practices, always the first guy in the weight room. You couldn't ask for a better team player than Jack Mallow or his brother Max.
What a feel-good story to hear the two of them playing together in Max's last eligible season. Very nice.
Now I got to put in credentials.
Now, I do believe this is the first brothers combinations that Holland's had in the last couple of years. I do believe the last one were Sean and Alex Fitzpatrick from Surrey.
Two backs. Ball snapped, no good, right through Petroshi's hands. He picks it up. He's looking. He's
scrambling.
Running.
Oh,
he's brought down by number 2, Godfred Agbovi. He brings down Petroshi for a loss of about 12 yards.
Yeah, that's a real gift for the Seawolves there. Instead of starting off 3rd and deep in their own end, they're actually got some breathing room here.
Turnover on downs, not how Holland wanted that play to go.
No, it looks like the Seawolves will be taking over at their own 37-yard line here. And with 2 minutes and 59 seconds left, Ryan?
Yes, that is right. Just about 3 minutes left to go.
So we'll get the 3-minute warning here and plenty of time for St. John to march down the field.
Ball snapped. Handed off. Big pile up at the line of scrimmage. Ball carrier.
Number 30.
Number 30, Caleb Morgan.
And it looks like number 51 for Holland College was in on the tackle.
Yes, it looks like it was a combination of number 50 and 51. That's Stephen Sears Jr., 50, and Marc-Andre Danso, 51. That's a big defensive line.
It is, and it's a pretty well a rookie line too, with only Tyler Hobbs being the returning player on this line today. Now, Holland College is missing AJ Fields. He's sitting out a 1-game suspension that he picked up last week. Oh, looks like we have a time count violation against St. John here. Couldn't get the playoff in time.
Holland going for a 4-3 defense, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers.
Going with the 2 full safeties here. I think they got both Mallow brothers playing safety here, Jack and Max.
Still deliberating here.
Yeah, I think they're deciding whether Holland's going to decline this or not. Holland looks will decline it, I do believe. And
It looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 8. I
Yeah.
do believe they're going to punt the ball.
Yeah, it looks like the punt team is coming in for St. John here. What happened there was St. John loses a down on the penalty. Doesn't lose any yardage though, but it's still but they do lose it down, so that makes it 3rd. So it's still about 3rd and 8 with the punt team out here. Looks like we have, is that both Mallow brothers back to return?
Yes, yes it is.
Watch an eye on Jack here now. They kick it to Jack here. He could break loose here and go down the sideline. Oh, a bad snap.
Poor snap goes right over Laming's head. He's brought down by number 7, Tyler Hobbs.
And there's Tyler Hobbs showing that leadership that we were talking about earlier, being the 3rd-year player here on the line.
Tyler Hobbs had a great offseason, took time to lose a good bit of weight, come into the season looking healthy, playing defensive end for this team. He has been a great anchor on defense and leadership and really connects with a lot of the players down there.
And this is another great gift for Holland College with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left, deep in St. John's end here. Looking like they're going to start at 1st and 10 at the St. John's 11-yard line. So Holland desperately needs to punch this in and put some points on the board here to go back into the dressing room at halftime feeling really well.
2 minutes and 19 seconds. One back. Hand off by Petroshki to Oka. Oka tries to punch it in. Looks like he's short by about 2 or 3 yards.
I think it'll be time now to bring out the big boy squad here and probably try to punch her in again.
Yes, probably looking for a heavy set. Try and push that ball forward. They don't need much. Looks like they only need about 3 or 4 yards.
St. John will be trying to stack the line here and try to avoid the run.
They are really spacing out their receivers here. Ball snapped. Hand off to Thomas Cassidy, who...
Well, we're going to have to wait for the official sign here. Still don't see any official...
No, not yet. There is no touchdown.
Looks like he's about a half yard short here.
So it's going to be 3rd and inches.
And, of course, Holland will be going for this.
Holland getting ready to line up again. They've got 3rd and inches. Going to be goal if they can punch it forward.
I imagine you'll probably see the QB sneak here. I imagine Michael will just line right up behind Colin Sesapor and just follow him right in. We have a whistle here. It's like Holland College took the timeout here, I do believe.
Taking time to rehydrate, make sure that they get the play right. Taking time to speak with coach. Making sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. I imagine Coach Lettner's telling his center to get a good snap off here with all the problems they've been having in the first half here with a couple of bad snaps. I imagine Coach Lettner will be reassuring his center there to make sure he gets a really good snap off here. Last thing Holland College would want to do is have a bad snap here when they're so close. Holland spreading their receivers out, trying to spread the Seawolves defense thin on the...
Petroshi comes right up under center.
Oh!
Bad snap.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, boys and girls.
Leslie,
I
you seem to have called it. I do believe you jinxed it.
I think I cursed the poor Holland College.
Coach Lettner, if you're listening, I think you know what to do.
It's
Bad snap by Sept, picked up by Petroshki, but already had a knee down on the field.
So it looks... So it
We
looks
got
like
a minute 34 left on the clock. Here comes Petroshki coming in to give his guys what's going down.
looks like it's going to be second down and goal again.
Now this
Didn't get it off in time.
time count violation, losing it down.
This
It's
is
going to be third and goal. Now it's really important that they don't panic here. There's still time.
Unfortunately, Holland will be backed up now and will not be on the goal line anymore. They'll be backed up 5 yards here. So I imagine now we'll probably see Michael not underneath center. We'll probably go in the shotgun. Now this will be a huge defensive stand for St. John if they can get away without letting Holland put any points on the board here.
Yep, if they can make the stop here and go into halftime with that 4-point lead, they will definitely be feeling good going into the second half, and they will definitely hold the momentum. However, if Holland can somehow manage to get one in, they will be rolling come second half. They will have the momentum and the crowd behind them. Ball snapped. Petroshki is looking. Lots of time.
Incomplete. And
Pass is incomplete.
there is a flag down on the play, Ryan. I think this will be holding against holding against Holland College. We'll have to wait and see the official. But it is in that area. Yeah, that's what it is.
Intended receiver was Gareth McLean.
That penalty will be declined. It'll bring up third down for Holland College and goal. Now I imagine Holland will be going for this.
There's a minute 13 left in the first half of the football game. Ball snapped. Looking.
Oh, broken up. That was an excellent defensive play by number 24.
Sergei Alun with a great tip there to knock the pass out of the hands of, looks like, Tyler Majuri.
Holland College must be really disappointed with this series of downs. They were knocking on the door a couple of times, and a bad snap, a bad penalty, pushed them away from the goal line. Now they ended up getting nothing, and St. John should be able to run out the clock here. That being said, St. John's center hasn't been hasn't been outstanding either, so you could see almost anything happening the way this game has been going.
And if they do opt to pass, they do need to look out for the Mallow brothers. They have had quite the day. And we could definitely see something of the such go on again here now.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Lettner's also saying to his defense, boys, do not let anybody behind you. The last thing they would need here is for St. John to get a pass off here and go deep.
Flaming in the backfield.
And a quick
Pass over to number 4. Takes the time.
Oh, the ball is fumbled.
Ball is ripped out. Picked up by number 9, Jack Mallow. Ball is ripped out by number 4, Hayden Makasinski.
And that's just the play that you just can't have here. Like, this is ball security is one of the number one things here in the last minute of the half here.
Ball carrier was number 4, Sept Brown, brought down by number 4, Hayden Makasinski. Ball was fumbled, picked up by number 9, Jack Mallow. And it looks like the Holland College offense will be taking over here with 55 seconds left to go in the first half with some terrible luck the last couple times in the red zone. They will definitely be looking to punch this one in. This is probably their last chance. Petroshki fires. Way overhead. Intended receiver was number 80, Gareth McLean. However, it was way overhead and went out of bounds.
Yeah. And this is, there's lots of time here on the clock. We got about 50
seconds, 49.4.
So there's plenty of time. Holland doesn't have to rush here. They also have enough there that there's probably they can get a first down here without scoring.
Yep.
So
yeah, definitely.
Holland going with the pass here again. Oh,
Petrosky just gets caught.
I think he made her back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe a yard, maybe 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, depending on where the referees marked this. And actually, he just made her back. Actually, no, they're saying that he lost 3 yards on that play. So that brings up third and probably third and 13. Yes.
It looks like they're going to kick here. That's very tough for Holland. They had a nice break with the fumble and recovery. However, they just cannot seem to find the offense to get the ball into the end zone.
Now, we'll have to see now whether Holland might actually have some trickery here now. Got a good snap off, and
Kick is good.
No, the kick is not good.
Kick is not good.
So Holland will get a rouge there. They'll get a single point, which must be very disappointing to them considering how close they've come to knocking on this door. So I imagine Coach Lettner will be talking to his team during the halftime here, telling them that they have to take advantage of these opportunities.
Absolutely. He'll be speaking to his offense about playing off his defense and using the momentum that your defense gives you to create momentum to get it into the end zone. When you have multiple defensive plays that give you the ball back without it being on downs, and you are able to be that close into the end zone, you need your offense to use the momentum your defense gives you to punch that ball in.
Yeah. Now, it'll be interesting to see whether St. John actually will throw the ball here or whether they'll just hand it off and try to keep the ball secure for the last 35 seconds of the game here, or the half. Oh, we got a whistle here. I don't know whether somebody...
Time is in. I think there was an argument over where the placement of the ball was.
Yeah. So I imagine St. John will run the clock down to the last 5 seconds here and then snap the ball and take a knee.
And with time running down,
St. John takes a knee, and that will be the end of... No, actually, there's still 3.7 seconds left. So... And that's it. That's the end of the first half.
And that will end the first half. UNB St. John Seawolves 7, Holland College Hurricanes 4. Both teams playing tight defense, and neither can really find themselves on offense. Let's see if one of these teams can break away after our short break.
Especially Tyler Hobbs.
Yep, Hobbs had a big first half, a couple big tackles, one for a loss. Another thing to keep note of is the centers for both teams have been a little bit off their game today with snaps, some being low, some being high, and some going right over their heads. Michael Petrosky, quarterback for the Holland Hurricanes, has yet to really find his place here this afternoon. He's had a couple nice throws. However, a lot of them have gone overhead due to great defense by UNB St. John. St. John did kick off to start the game, and so I do believe Holland College will be kicking to St. John to start the second half.
It'll be also interesting to see St. John's showed up here today with about 28 players, I do believe, so we'll be wondering whether the short bench will be taking effect here now in the second half as players get more and more tired.
Great point, Leslie. That's a great point. That is one thing that Holland has advantage over St. John is they definitely have the manpower and they definitely have the size advantage. D-line for Holland College has been playing astoundingly well today, shutting down any run game.
Yes, and we also got to mention how great of a game the referees are doing here today. They have let the boys play the game, and there hasn't been a lot of flags. There have been a couple, but not too many.
All the flags have definitely been all for technical and the right reasons. And just to recap, the referees for today's game are Terry McCormick, Christian Hallowell, Mark McDougall, Robert St. Pierre, Sean McAuliffe, and Paul Quinlan. The officials have been fantastic here today, calling it completely down the middle. It's been a very entertaining game so far. And with Holland College lining up to kick off, we'll see how this second half is going to play out. It looks like Jared McDonald will be kicking the kickoff after tweaking his leg earlier, kicking a field goal. Number 34, Jordan Betteridge, and number 4, Seb Brown are in the backfield for UNB St. John, ready to receive. And we are underway. Received by Betteridge. Comes up the middle. Chimpangila wraps him up to stop him, however is brought down by a large conglomerate of Holland College players. UNB offense will take the field at about their 42-yard line.
I would say. And like I said, St. John will be going with the winds at the back here, so we'll have to keep an eye on to see whether St. John takes advantage of that and go right to the air, or whether they try to establish a run game here in the second half.
Quarterback Jared Laming in the backfield for UNB St. John had a fantastic afternoon and had a great last outing in his previous game. Motion, down comes McName. Ball is snapped, high snap, handed off. Breaks through. Gain of about 7. That's number 30, Caleb Morgan, the ball carrier.
So St. John will be looking at second and probably about a yard and a half.
Yep.
It's interesting that St. John come out with a run play right off the bat when they have the wind at their back, but I imagine with the way their game has been going and the way the Mallow brothers have been playing, picking off the QB,
well.
I'm afraid I think St. John might be a little bit scared to put the ball in the air right at the moment.
Handoff. Good enough for the first down and then some.
That was number 30, the St. John ball
yes,
carrier.
Caleb Morgan. Gain of about 6. Good enough for the first down. Bit of a slower game this afternoon. It's been that real tough, grinded out style. A lot of it has been played in the middle of the field, except for the end of the second quarter where Holland College found themselves in the red zone of UNB quite often. However, just couldn't find the manpower to punch it in.
I believe St. John will be looking to come out here and put some points on the board just to give themselves a little bit of breathing room here and to calm the game down.
Laming finds Riley Ring Deneen.
It looks like he's picked up looks like they're going to give him about 4 yards.
Looks about 4 yards. Brought down by number 9, Jack Mallow, and number 4, Hayden Makasinski. UNB taking the time.
UNB going, St. John going with a two backs in the field. Oh, once again
Goes right over top looking for Seb Brown. However, just can't happen to find the target.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up third and about 7 yards here. It's interesting how it seems that the Seawolves can't just seem to squeeze, the receivers just can't seem to squeeze the ball.
Yes.
Their quarterback's hitting them right in the hands there, and the ball just seems to be flying right through their hands.
Yes, that has definitely been the case here today. Been a lot of really good balls thrown by Laming. It looks like they may be opting to punt the ball here with about 3rd and 7. Ball is snapped. Kick, that's actually Laming also punting. He is pulling double duty. Ball is kicked out of bounds. Mallow in the backfield to pick it up, both Mallow brothers.
And it looks like Holland College will be starting off here at their own
8-yard line?
No.
Nope, they're moving it up.
Moving her up a little bit. It looks like they're going to be starting right at their own 15-yard line.
Now this is a big drive here for Holland. They're definitely going to be looking to establish themselves.
Yeah.
They want to come out and try and get as much movement down the field as they can on this first play.
Yeah. I imagine now the first half, I do believe, I don't have the official stats in front of me, but I do believe that there was probably more run plays than pass plays. So I imagine that Holland will probably continue with the run-heavy offense. Oka is in the backfield.
Petroshki gets the snap, hands it off to Oka. Oka finds a nice hole from his O-line. Is wrapped up there by number 40, Ethan Marshall.
And depending on the placement of the ball here, he might actually have enough for the first down here. Actually, they are going to mark him about 3 yards short.
Gain of about 7.
So that'll bring up second and 3 here to go. Oka stays in the backfield.
Three receivers to the weak side. Oka runs to the strong side.
And Oka
Might be enough for the first down.
I would say he's got her with a couple of yards to spare there.
Yep. Gain of about 3 or 4. Looks like they will move the sticks.
And it looks like Holland will be starting now at the 21-yard line here in the next series of downs here.
Thomas Cassidy leaving the field right now.
Looks like Oka's staying in the backfield.
Holland goes for a 2 and 2. One back. Snapped. Handoff to Oka. Goes right up the middle. Gains about a yard, maybe 2.
Looks like we have a Seawolves player down on the field. Oh, actually, he's getting up on his own power there.
That's number 8, Chris Setchell.
The trainer's coming out to take a look at him. I do believe the referee had blown the play down to allow the trainer to come out.
Get him assessed.
Yeah. I'm going with the 2 backs in the backfield. This could be a passing play. These boys could be brought in to do some extra blocking.
Over to 85. That's Keanu Simpson. Tries and takes it out around, but doesn't quite get it. Gain of about 4.
So this is going to leave Holland with a decision here. No, they're going to actually give him the first
no,
in.
they are. Yep, they're going to give him the first down.
Kind of hard to see the ball placement here. We got the Holland College staff here blocking our view here. We got about 40 players here standing in front of the ball carrier, so it's kind of hard to get an exact point to the way the ball is going to be.
Ball snapped. Handoff to Oka. Has a big hole. 17 breaks down. 17 and 46 bring him down. That's Keegan Duffley and Anthony McIntyre.
Looks like we have a flag on the play here. We do have holding against Holland College, so that will be coming back. Negating a great run by Oka. He seems to be finding the holes in that defensive line there. And like I said, once he gets into the secondary, he does have the speed and the skill to make players miss.
Great vision for a young running back. And not afraid to take a hit either. That's one thing about Rod that you have to really respect as a running back is sometimes he's just willing to put his shoulder down and go through you instead of around you.
Yeah. Now we're looking at 1st and 20 here for Holland College.
Motion. Ball is snapped. Petroshki is looking for 85 in that pocket. It seems like UNB knew it was coming.
Yeah, they read that right off the line. It looks like that might have picked up a couple of yards there, but St. John was all over that.
Again, I do believe that was number 17, Keegan Duffley, bringing down 85 at Kimani Simpson.
Now, Simpson's getting a lot of balls thrown in his way, and he also has the ability to break loose here and go for a long run if he can get by that first tackler.
He also has great hands. As soon as he makes that catch, he's turned around, he's looking. 2nd and long. There is a flag on the play. Petroshki throws. The ball is good. I believe the receiver is number 13.
We have
receiver is 13. Tyler Majuri.
Yeah, we have a Holland College player down here, and we also have flags on the play. So we have one flag that was thrown in the backfield. I imagine that'll be holding, and we also had a flag thrown further up the field, which could be either an illegal man downfield or a illegal block. We'll have to pass interference even maybe. We'll have to wait for the official signal here from the head referee.
Interesting to see. It looks like an O lineman has fallen.
So it looks like both penalties are against Holland College. Looks like we have a holding and a hands to the face. So it'll be interesting to see what St. John does here, whether they'll decline them or whether they'll
This is never a good sight when a player is down this long. He's also down on his stomach.
it looks like it looks like St. John will decline the holding penalty, and they will enforce the hands to the face, hands to the head penalty. So that'll march Holland College back again. Looks like they'll start at their own 25, and it's going to be second and pretty well,
pretty long. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're probably looking at second and 25 here, I would say. So.
That is number 66, Gregory Reed. Looks like he may have tweaked his ankle.
Yeah, he's got a couple of his teammates helping him off there, but he.
Interesting here to see now with him out, number 60, Spencer McNamara, is made his way into the game to take over.
That's just not grass.
With the field cleared now, we're going to continue on here. Ball snapped. Looking for the quick pass. Ends up going for the long one. Looking for Kimani Simpson, who makes the grab.
Yeah, and yeah, it's going to be close to a first down here. Looks like he might have come up about there. We're going to mark him probably about 3 yards short. So now Holland College is really going to have a decision here now. We're going to see what the official placement is. Yeah, it's about 3 yards to go here, so she'll be third. No,
Great ball and better catch by Simpson.
Actually, they've moved the stick up now, and it's actually inches to go, it looks like.
Simpson doing so well to stay in bounds there, even with the great defense on him.
Okay, well, we seem to have a little bit of ball back and forth movement, so yeah, so it's going to come down to seems to be going to be coming down to a decision here. It looks like Holland's going to go for it. It's third down and about 1.5 yards to go here once we get the official ball placement. Michael's going in the shotgun position. We'll probably be looking at a handoff here to Rod.
Ball is snapped.
Oh, he's actually going to go with a little
looking
screen.
for Simpson again. Looks like he gets enough for the first down and then some more.
Yeah.
Simpson dragging along 2 or 3 UNB St. John players and is good enough for the first down.
It is that little shot there is actually working very well for Holland College. We'll see how many times offensive coordinator Owen McWilliams, former Holland College player, will be going to that play.
Kimani Simpson has had his number called many times here just in this third quarter. Looks like they're going to give the handoff to Rod. He cuts it back inside. Looks like a gain of about 4 yards there.
I would say so, Ryan. Yeah, it looks like Holland is going to go with a mixture of plays here, both passing and running. To see if they can get a steady flow going here and get a string of plays put together to march the ball up the field. Holland will be looking to score in this quarter with the wind in their face.
Absolutely. This is crucial time to score now for Holland, as if they don't score here now on this drive, especially after a big momentum play such as that large catch and run by Simpson, this is the type of drive that you want to score on. Petroski circling out, goes
tries
to
a
leap
huddle.
over him.
Looks like Michael might have picked up enough there for the first down.
Petroski goes to make the hurdle.
And actually, no. Actually, they're going to not take, I guess, the hang time in the air won't be counted as extra yards. It looks like he's going to show up about 4 yards short. So once again, Holland College will have a decision to make here on third down. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Third and short yardage. Holland College will go for it. Petroski play calling here now.
And the great thing about this, Ryan, is not only are they moving the ball, but they're also taking time off the clock when St. John would be having the win at their back.
Yes, definitely. That's a great point.
Oh, somebody moved. We've got more flags on the field than when the laundry line flag falls down. Oh, there's another late flag.
So a lot going on out there. I think what happened is one of the Holland College players moved. I do believe it was an offside call. The play still ran. Rod Oka took the ball, gained about 5 yards, and actually made quite a big hit to truck his way to gain some extra yardage at the very end of it. And I do believe that's when the late flag went out. I don't know if there were some words exchanged or just due to the fact that it was quite a large hit.
Well, it looks like we have offside against St. John's, and then we have objectionable conduct against Holland College.
Okay.
So I imagine what will happen is they'll march the ball up 5 yards and then come back, or we'll have to wait and see here how this is going to measure out. Looks like we also have another okay, so what they're going to actually do is march the ball back 10 yards and give Holland College first down.
And it will be 1st and 10.
So Holland will be taking over at St. John's 50-yard line.
50-yard line.
So they pick up the first downs, and then I imagine the reason why that was because the objectionable conduct that happened after the ball was blown dead, so
Yes.
it was a dead ball foul.
One back, 2-2 set, ball snapped, handed off to Oka.
Oka's trying to get around the corner here.
Another flag is thrown, takes it outside, gain of about 5.
I imagine this is probably going to be a holding on the left tackle or guard here. Looks like they were holding up the St. John player before Oka could get around the corner.
The ball will be brought back. About 10 yards. It looks like it's still going to be first down.
Yeah, so we're looking at 1st and 20 here for Holland College.
Yep.
But once again, Holland College is eating a huge amount of time off St. John's time with the wind at the back here, and it's just
They are also just, using the time that St. John could be having the ball. If they get within field goal range and, can't punch one in and they just have to resort to the field goal, they'll tie up the game with just 3 more points.
there's a pass to number 87.
Intended receiver was Thomas Jerbeck, number 87.
And they're calling that a pass, and they're calling that a completion.
Gain of about 5 yards there. It's going to be about 2nd and 15. The defenses have been playing great today, both sides.
I think the defensive coordinators for both St. John and Holland College will be very pleased with the way their defenses have been played today.
Definitely.
Offensive coordinators, maybe not so much.
No,
But
they might. There may be some running come practice on Monday for the offenses. 2 backs looking for that extra time. Petroski throws a deep ball
was looking for Simpson there in that area. So now it's 3rd and 15 yards. And I imagine we'll see the punt team come out here for Holland College.
Holland is electing to punt.
And once again, St. John's going to have to be worried about the onside guy here.
Yes, Justice Grant has had a fantastic day with the onside, actually recovering one earlier.
Oh,
and they
fake.
actually
It's
go
a
for the
fake.
fake. Here comes McDonald going for the run. He gets to the
Yeah,
the first down. And he gets the first down. Fantastic run by Jared McDonald, who fakes the punt and gets the run for the first down. That's about 16-yard gain.
Yeah.
That leg can't be bothering him anymore.
And that's a play some guys would say that should never happen when you're 3rd and 15
Yes.
with a punt. You should
Absolutely.
never allow these guys to pull off a first down fake punt like that.
You know, that speaks to what you were saying earlier. You know, they're a little bit smaller size team than Holland, and they only brought about 28 guys, and maybe that tiredness is starting to set in after halftime. Guys are just getting a little bit worn out, and those little mental lapses, not noticing the fake, you know, allowing a big run like that kind of stuff sets in when exhaustion starts to set in. Oh, brought down.
Huge sack here. Now this is a huge sack.
Big play by Godfred Agbovi. Chase Petroski right into the backfield. And that big play is the wind will get sucked right out of it, as Petroski will actually lose about almost 12 yards there.
Yeah. So we're going to be looking at, again, a huge second down here for Holland College. They're looking at probably, I would say, 2nd and 20.
Very close, yes.
If not even 22.
Interesting to note, though, Holland College has been on offense for a large portion of this third quarter since almost the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, St. John's defense must be getting tired here and need a break.
Same with the offense. They're hoping to punch one in. Goes for the pass, looking for Majuri.
Oh, Jury went up with the Odell Beckham kind of style try catch. The ball
And,
was
yes, he was caught. As he was diving backwards, it was actually number 34, Jordan Betteridge, who actually caught him on the back to keep him, and actually is the reason he landed on his feet.
All right, so the punt team we think is coming back out here, but we could be you don't know the way Holland College has been playing today. They could be punting. They could be doing a fake. They could be almost doing anything with the way they've been playing so far.
Regular punt formation. Man on side, number 23. That is Justice Grant.
And Holland will punt it away. It is a end-over-end kick picked up by number...
I do believe that's number 21. Nope, that's number 4, Sept Brown.
So St. John's defense is finally going to get a break, we hope.
Yep.
We see whether or not. The way this game has been going, though, St. John's been handing the ball back to Holland College on a regular basis here.
With about 1:30 left to go in the third, Holland College spent a large portion on offense there. Must be dissatisfied with no touchdown in the outcome, though.
Yeah.
I can see now O-line coach Angel Briones having conversation with his O-line now about the time and the push that he's trying to get those guys, saying, you know, we've been in the red zone multiple times. What's up with that?
Looks like St. John's going with a pass here. And actually
Pass
makes
is
a completion to his own player.
Pass is complete to Riley Ring Deneen. However, just as the pass was off, number 51 for Holland College, Marc-Andre Dansu, with a fantastic wrap-up hit on the quarterback. There is a flag down.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see whether this is holding or roughing a passer. Looks like an offside against St. John.
I was going to say, I don't think it was roughing the passer. Marc-Andre was well engaged for while in motion. Wow, that big gain by UNB brought right back. That's got to sting. There's about 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. UNB will come up.
Looks like Holland College is going to rush 4 guys here.
One in the backfield for UNB.
Oh, Tyler.
Very close. Tyler Hobbs almost with a great sack on Jared Naming. However, Laming just got the ball off in time, but it didn't stop Hobbs from engaging.
Hobbs wasn't touched there at all. He got absolutely by the offensive lineman there and just had a free pass to the QB. Another half second, Tyler would have had the sack in the bag.
Yes.
So this is still going to bring up 2nd and 15 for St. John.
Last play in the third quarter.
Bearing a penalty.
Ball is snapped.
Once again, it looks like Holland's rushing 4. Oh.
Looking for the short screen, however, no good.
St. John playing dangerously again, throwing across the middle of the field there.
Yes.
With Holland having several players in the area as well. So they'll switch ends here, and when we come back, will be St. John 3rd down and the 15 yards to go. Doesn't look like St. John Seawolves defense are going to get much of a breather here, Ryan.
No, not at all. They are definitely going to be occupied. They've only been out for a short amount of time. I can see coaches deliberating over on the sidelines, probably talking about the type of plays that they're expecting.
Yeah, I'm sure defensive coordinator Leighton Peck will be talking to his boys and saying, "Listen, boys, we're going to need you to hold strong for another 15 minutes here."
Yeah, that's all they need, and if they do, they'll be able to hold on to this one. Holland College will definitely be looking to punch one in, or, like I said earlier, if they can get in within field goal range, try and tie this game up and see what can't go down after that.
All right, looks like St. John's is going to punt here. And we have, I think it's a timeout by Holland College. I think Holland College was a little bit confused about who should be on the field and who shouldn't be. It's mental mistakes like this which can come back to haunt you when you have to burn a timeout early in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Has to be frustrating for Hurricanes coaches and players to get so close so many times and not be able to punch it in, get those points. And now to have a small mental lapse like this is just, there's been a few of those here today, just a couple small ones on both sides. And that might really tell the story of this game, as it hasn't really been an offensive-heavy game.
It's, they say it's a game of inches, but it's also a game of mental mistakes too, right?
Absolutely. Ball is caught by, I do believe that is Max Mallow. He is brought down by Ethan Marshall. Mallow was the ball carrier, older brother Max.
Yeah, and it looks like the Holland College will be taking it right at the 50-yard line, so they have half a field to march down, see what they can do. With the wind at their backs now, I imagine Holland will be looking to score here on this series of plays.
Absolutely. This is definitely time they are going to want to take advantage of. UNB St. John, their defense didn't have too much time off before being rushed back out onto the field, and so hoping to avoid a 3-and-out, or 2-and-out, my apologies, and get some yard gainage here for Holland. And with the wind to their back, I'm sure Petroski will be looking for Simpson and Majuri, his two guys today.
Oh! That was a short pass intended for Oka. I think he was looking upfield before he actually had the ball securely in his hands.
It's going to be 2 and 10 here for the Hurricanes. Two-back set for the Hurricanes.
Now, if I was St. John's here now, I'd come up and keep an eye on Simpson here. number 85.
Dropping back. Simpson in the pocket.
Oh, they're
Going for
looking
the
to
deep
Majura.
ball to
Oh.
Majuri. Just a little too hard. It's going to be 3rd and 10 here for the Hurricanes. I do believe they're going to bring out the punt team.
Yeah. And they've actually almost picked up as many yards with their punt team as they have with their ordinary offense. Their special teams have pulled a couple of surprises here today, and the on-man side, the man being on side has really worked well for them. So it's really limited what the St. John Seawolves have done with the punt return.
Interesting to note that Holland opts in for the onside man every time. Punt is off, high.
Fielded cleanly.
Caught by number 27, Colin Slay. Brought down by number 28, Jerome Chimpangila. Not much of a gain.
Now, it's really important that St. John picks up a few first downs here because, like I said, the defense must be hurting. They must be tired.
Yes. Yes, for this time, actually now for UNB is even more crucial. They'd love to shed some minutes off the clock here. Get Holland, worrying and panicking that time is running out, seeing as they're still down 3 points. Lining up here now, Laming in the backfield. McName comes over to the strong side. Handoff, and caught just around the line of scrimmage.
Looks like he picked up about 3 yards there, so it's going to be probably about 2nd and 7 here, Ryan. Oh, they're going to move him up the ball up with placement a little bit, so give him about 4 yards on that. So we're looking at 2nd and 6 here for St. John.
Holland will definitely be looking to keep them pushed back in their zone, trying to avoid any big gains here. Going for the pass, looking for number 4, Sept Brown, gets it. Brown gets taken down by number 29. That's Dennis Brown.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see now where the official marks ball, and they are going to give him a first down on that. So St. John does come out and get a new series of downs here.
UNB taking the time here. They don't mind shedding a few of these minutes off the clock.
No, they the more time that they can have the ball in their possession, the happier they'll be. Of course, that's true with any team when they're in the lead.
Gain of about 2 yards there. Ball carrier was Caleb Morgan.
Actually, I think he's picked up closer to 5 there, Ryan.
Oh, nice.
Like I said, it's when you get a crowd in front of there, and you have to
Trying to deliver.
trying to get the official placement of the ball here.
Interesting to see UNB going for a run-heavy offense here, looking to wear down this Holland defense, maybe get them in the heavy run mindset, try and pick a middle screen off. They've been going for that middle screen a couple times here today. It's worked out for them.
I also imagine they're trying to run as much time off the clock. We have an incomplete pass there to number 1.
As well as a flag on the play.
I think the flag is going to go against St. John. Yeah, it's offside St. John. I imagine Holland College will decline this. Bring up 3rd down.
It's going to be about 3rd and looks like 5 or 6 for UNB. They are going to punt the ball. Well, their punt team is going to take the field. But this game has been full of tricks so far.
And I think St. John will be more worried in trying to contain Max and Jack Mallow here on the punt return, because the last thing they want here would be a
Have
huge,
one of them break free.
Yes, and both of them do have that ability to break free. Looks like St. John's going to put a man on side. Oh, and the kicker
Punch.
shanks it off the side of his foot. The ball is actually bouncing back towards the St. John line.
There is a flag down.
I imagine we'll have no
There are
yardage.
2 flags down.
Yeah, I do believe that'll be a no yards call against St. John. So this should set Holland College up in excellent field position.
And with time ticking down, Holland College is running out of chances. They want to score now. We've been saying it every offensive set. They want to score now, and they've yet to do it. But with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, they definitely want to try and get one up on the board. They do have pretty decent field position compared to where they could be. That's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Holland College will be taking over here at the 40-yard line of St. John's here.
Hand off to Oka. Oka will take it outside, gets wrapped up at the ankles, keeps going. Pulls about 4 more guys with him for a gain of about 8 yards.
And we do have a flag down there on the play now. We'll have to see which way this is going to go. Looks like a face mask against St. John, so this is going to move the ball up even closer to the St. John's goal line here.
This is exactly what Holland College wants. They are actually going to get a new set of downs. And once again, they find themselves close to, if not in the red zone. Very close.
Looks like they're going to be starting off here at St. John's.
About the 18?
The 18-yard line here.
Hand off to Oka. Oka goes right through the middle, but number 2, Godfred Agbovia, is having a day for UNB St. John with another tackle. He seems to be ready for Oka wherever he comes. Taking some time here.
Yeah, I would imagine that you might actually see a pass here to Majuri or Simpson here right now.
9 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter.
She's about 2nd and 7 here, so.
One back in the backfield. Petroshki gets the ball. Looking for the pass. Looking for Simpson. Simpson comes up with it. No,
good. Just tipped. I think the St. John defender there just barely got the fingertips on that ball just to. So Holland is looking to tie the game up here. They're bringing out the field goal team. And this is by no means a guaranteed easy 3 points on the board here, the way this game's been going today.
No, and now looking back on it, that rouge from earlier in the game was extremely crucial to where Holland is at now. They wouldn't be able to tie up the game without it.
It's very important that Holland gets a good snap here.
Majuri is also going to be the kicker, not their usual kicker. Kick is high.
And wide.
Kick is no good.
And St. John elects to take it out. I don't know whether that was a good play or not. I think I would have gave up the single there to gain a little bit of yards. But also, I do believe under the AFL rules that the ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. Once you bring the ball out, and if you don't go past the 20-yard line, I do believe it moves up to the 20-yard line.
Ball carrier was 27, Colin Slay. He was looking to cut it back outside. However, to no avail. It must be hard for Holland here now to be happy with that offensive set. They had a couple big breaks, however, just cannot convert the field goal, nor just punch one in. Had a great opportunity there with Simpson in the back, however, just could not come up with it.
I see number 57 for Holland College is hobbled a little bit here now, heading to the trainer's bench.
57, that is Colin Sepasauer, actually the center for Holland. He has had a bit of an off day here today, a couple poor snaps, I shouldn't say bad. However, has picked it up here in the second half. Looking for that middle screen over top. It looks like, no, I do believe
they're going to get that to St. John. The
pass is complete.
Yeah, Holland College
to
player.
Holland
College player was battling with them there when they went on the ground. They're wrestling for the ball, but they will give it to St. John. Once again, St. John playing very dangerously, throwing that ball into double coverage.
Yes, right over top the middle, and also not that high in the air either. The ball is sailing low.
I expect to see one of the Holland College DBs to pick that off one of these times and go right to the end zone with that.
Ball snapped. Labing looking.
And once again, the Holland College DB gets up there and tips that ball into dangerous territory. It's interesting to see that St. John would come out here throwing the ball. You figured they'd be wanting to run the ball and run some time off the clock.
Yeah, yeah. There is still 7 minutes left to go. That is loads of time. It looks like they will be switching to punt the ball after an unsuccessful 2 and out.
So with the St. John Seawolves punting the ball into the wind here, I imagine Holland College will be looking to pick up some excellent field position here.
Ball is snapped. Laming will kick. High kick.
They'll blow that ball dead because it was a dangerous situation for players to be on a high kick. Holland College was very lucky there that number 28 didn't pick up a roughing the kicker penalty there. He was right in on top of him. So this is a time now. I don't know how many more chances Holland College is going to get here now.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you, Les. I think they might be running out, and I think their best chances were just before the halftime. And I don't know if they'll be able to bring it back here. You'd like to see them be able to score on this drive here, but this might be one of their last chances.
And it's a handoff, and St. John was all ready for that.
They were ready. They were ready, and they swarmed.
Looks like 27 for St. John, and
looks like a gain of about 1 yard.
Yeah, it looks like number 27, number 2 for St. John. So that'd be Colin Slay and Godfrey.
Yes, Godfrey Agbovia has been having a fantastic day here.
He's been playing awesome run defense here for St. John.
Yes. Really able to plug those holes, swarm that gap. Ball snapped. Petroski fakes the handoff, calls his own number, going for a bit of a run.
He's not going to. Whoa. And doesn't look like he's going to pick up enough yards here to get the first down. Holland trying a little bit of trickery here to see whether or not they can get St. John to bite and maybe have Michael break loose for a nice long run. But we're looking at 3rd and 7 here. So,
and it looks like they are going to punt it.
It'll be interesting to see now. I wouldn't be. If I was St. John, I wouldn't be biting on the punt here right off the bat here. We could see another trick play here. Holland going once again with a man on side.
Ball is punted.
It looks like it's going to go through the end zone for a Rouge.
I don't know. Are they calling it that? I don't know if it made it.
See where they mark the ball out here.
There is a player down for Holland College. I do believe that is either number 28 or 29. That is 29, Dennis Brown. Down now, his right leg up.
I didn't see what happened there. I don't know whether you got some contact in the line or... doesn't look like actually they're calling the ball went out before it crossed the goal line, so it looks like that they'll be moving the ball up to the 20-yard line here. Well, actually they're marking it. Looks like it's coming up to the 25-yard line. No, actually, 35-yard line. Sorry, folks. Like I said, we got a
little bit of our stuff blocking our view here, but UNB St. John will be taking over.
Looking to run 5.5 minutes left on the clock here. They'll be looking up to eat a lot of time here.
It looks like they did award the Rouge to Holland College. It is 7-5 up on the scoreboard.
So that is what is going on. Okay, so That explains everything, folks. Big run by
Up the middle, breaking for the big run. Gain almost enough for a first down. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like a late flag there. Now I'm wondering whether or not maybe there might have been a face mask involved in there. We have ejectional conduct against Holland College.
I think that was for a little bit of a scuffle there at the end after the tackle between a couple linemen.
Yeah, these guys have been battling hard all day long. I imagine the familiarity's getting to a little bit of them now. I would imagine.
Absolutely.
But this does help St. John out a lot, because not only does it give them a fresh set of downs, it moves the ball up into Holland College territory. Looks like St. John will be taking over here at Holland College's 54-yard line.
There's 5 minutes left in the game here. UNB St. John only up by 2 points, looking to add a couple more for safety. Lining up, McName comes down. Ball is snapped, landing in the backfield, fakes the handoff, throws it down, looking for Seb Brown and Jack Mallow, and looks like number 21, Daniel Nkunkulumba, just almost comes up with it.
Once again, St. John playing with fire, throwing into that double coverage.
Taking some time here now. The last thing UNB needs right now is Holland College to take over on offense.
Yeah, even though they're at the Holland College 54-yard line, Holland College would still end up with the ball in great field position. And once again, he's throwing off. Yeah, looks like a catch. Seb Brown with the circus catch. Tony toe tap, able to stay inside the bounds. And that was a big catch for St. John, because that moves the flags and moves the sticks, and gives St. John a first down.
The first down now, and a little bit of cushion if they happen to turn it over on downs here now, or if they have to get a punt. They will definitely feel more comfortable.
Yeah, it feels like they're taking
farther down the field.
Taking over at Holland College's 33-yard line here.
One back. Ball is snapped. Handed off. Tries to run up the middle, but that D-line for Holland College has been playing solid all afternoon. Able to plug up the run game. Looks like a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, I think Holland College defensive coordinator and head coach Steve Lettner will be very pleased with the way his D-line has been playing this game.
Absolutely. You know, it has a lot to do with that solid front core and Steven Sears Jr. and Marc-Andre Danso.
Yeah, with the ends of Tyler Hobbs and number...
Earlier in the game, it was Chimpangila. However, it looks like they have opted out for...
Yeah, number 28 is dropped back into almost like a line. Where is... Oh, picked off.
It looks like it's been picked off.
So this is great news for Holland College. Now they don't have to worry about Justin Grant with the interception there.
That's number 23, Justice Grant, with a great interception, able to pull it down with a little bit of a Tony toe tap himself, able to keep it in bounds and get the turnover for Holland College. This is probably their last chance here now to try and score. They've got a long way to go.
Yeah, with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock there, Ryan?
Yes, that is correct, Leslie. And Holland College is down 2. 7 for UNB, 5 for Holland College. If Holland College could find a way to shave off 2 or 2.5 of these minutes and just plug in a field goal, they could take this one.
Looks like we're going to have the 3-minute warning here. Holland College was trying to get that play off before the 3 minutes got blown in.
Time is now in. Petroshki in the backfield, 2-back set, drops back. Looking for Majuri, gets the grab, gain of about 5 yards. Holland College coach is screaming at his offense now to hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Trying to get on that line, shave off some minutes.
Actually, Missouri come up with about closer to 8 yards there, so it looks like.
Oh, he did too.
Well, actually, they're going to give him.
They're going to give him the first down.
Well, what's going on here?
How can it be 2nd and 10? There we go, 1st and 10.
There we go.
Petrosky in the backfield, looking again. He goes for the deep bomb.
Just
out of the fingertips of Majuri.
Majuri was about a step too. The ball was thrown about a step too far forward, and Majuri just couldn't run underneath it. If Majuri would have caught that, he would have been off to the end zone there. There was nobody that was going to catch Majuri after he caught that ball. Devon Sparman, former St. FX wide receiver here now with the Holland College Hurricanes, calling in plays to his offense.
Taking some time here to talk to a couple of the captains of each team.
I don't see any flags down. This just must be something that somebody's doing, not quite getting the ball set before time's blown in, I do believe.
The officials were speaking to number 8 for UNB, Chris Setchell, and number 7 for Holland, Colin Sepasauer, deliberating with 2 captains, trying to get both sides on the same page.
Looks like they're adding some more time to the clock. Maybe that's what
I think they're taking time off the clock.
Was it time off the clock?
It was at 40. It was at 42. It is now at 37. So 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. Petrosky in the backfield.
All kinds
Loads of time. Decides to call his own number.
He's going to come up short here now, so there'll be decision time for Holland College here. We'll see whether the officials place the ball here, but it looks like it's going to be 3rd and a good 4 yards, maybe even 4.5. So this is Holland College going with a quick 3rd down call. They're going to go for it here.
Looking for a bullet and absolutely hits it. Majuri with some sticky hands to pick up that ball. Enough to move the sticks.
So now it all comes down to the 2-minute drill here now for Holland College with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. St. John's defense must be tired at this point of the game. They've been on the field for a long part of the second half here.
Petrosky with loads of time to throw, looking for the deep ball.
Oh, it's picked
off. Gets picked off by number 24, Sergei Alun for UNB. Intended receiver was Majuri.
I do believe Simpson. Was that Simpson that was out there also?
Yep, Simpson and Majuri down there. Those are Petrosky's guys.
Coach Lentner's really got to ask his defense for a big stop here now. He's really got to ask these boys to step up big here now. I imagine they'll be bringing a full charge here. I imagine we might even see a 5-man front here.
That 5-man front so dangerous, especially for Holland College. They have such big boys down there on that D-line and such fast ends that you don't even see them coming.
I imagine with 2 minutes left, I imagine St. John will probably go a little bit of a run game here to try to see if they can burn as much time off the clock as possible.
2 minutes on the clock. In comes McName. Ball is snapped. Handed off. Handed off to Morgan. Morgan brought down just at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Tyler Hobbs was in there on the tackle. Looks like St. John picked up 4 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 6 here. Now this is going to be dangerous territory and area for St. John here now. They've been throwing into double coverage all day, and the defensive backs for Holland College has been feasting on that. So we'll have to see now whether St. John plays it safe here and runs the ball, or whether they go and try to throw the ball in again against this coverage, which has been having a field day against them all day long. Oh.
Ball snapped, but flag is thrown.
We got a time count.
A time count violation is actually going to switch to 3rd and 6 for UNB. Nope, they're going to move the ball back.
So they'll probably play the down over again, unless Holland College decides to yeah. So They're just going to lose the down there. They're not actually going to lose any yardage.
No, they aren't going to move the ball back. Looking at 3rd and 7, looks like the punt team is going to come in. And I've said it many times here today, but I think this just might be Holland College's last chance to put some points on the board. Otherwise,
well, they're definitely going to pick the ball up in excellent field condition here now. And like I said, with the two Mallow brothers back here having a great day on doing returns, don't be a bit surprised if you actually see St. John just actually try to kick the ball to the sidelines here and try to keep it out of the hands of the Mallow brothers.
ball is kicked, sent over Jack Mallow's way.
Jack brought the ball up to, looks like it's going to be close to the 35-yard line here for Holland College.
There are flags on the play. Mallow did grab the ball.
And he was running forward, so it could be a no yards against St. John, which would really benefit Holland College here. Yeah, the penalty is going to be against St. John's. So this is going to give Holland College even better field position here now. Looks like they're going to start off at the St. John's 23-yard line. So not only are they close to the red zone, they are actually also in field goal range here.
And that is crucial. If they can just even pluck in a field goal, they could take this game. Hand off to Oka. Gain of about 4 yards, almost 5.
Yeah, it's lots of time on the clock here too. We got about 1:23 left here on the clock. So
yeah,
Holland
that's
College,
lots of time.
Holland College is not in a rush here. They can actually settle down and actually plan this out and decide what play they're going to run.
Get good looks.
Yeah.
They don't want to be throwing anything away. They don't want to be throwing any dangerous balls, anything that might get bobbled. Hand off to Oka. Oka goes up the middle.
I do believe he got enough for a first down there.
I do believe he did as well.
We'll have to wait for the official placement of the ball here. And yeah, Oka, so Holland College will be getting a fresh set of downs here. And they'll be starting off right at the 10-yard line here. No, actually, they're going to be at the 11, so they still can get another set of fresh downs.
With 57 seconds left to go, we are looking at about 1st and 10, but with it's about 1st and 12 if you're going to get to the goal line. Hand off to Oka. Oka runs up, trucks through, looking for it.
Oka is, I don't think.
Brought down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, we don't see any, did not quite make her in there. He's pretty close, but. St. John coaches here will be asking for a big stand from their defensive line here now. Holland College has been down here a couple of times already.
Holland College also has the room to gain a few yards and still get a fresh set of downs.
Holland College bench is up and yelling and screaming, trying to cheer on their team. And we're actually going to get a measurement here, I do believe.
We are getting a measurement. They are taking the time to make sure they get this right. And I do believe their original call is going to stand.
Yeah. He is going to be about a yard short of a first. He's about
a yard short of a first down and about 2 yards short of a touchdown. Petroshki hands off to Oka. Oka drives forward.
No, they're saying that they didn't get in. He looks like his knee was down before he dove forward, so it looks like it's going to be pretty well from the same line of scrimmage. Actually, no, they're going to give him the first down. So there you go. Holland College now has a fresh set of downs.
There are 33 seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds, time is in. They got a fresh set of downs. It is 1st and goal. They only need a couple inches. Petroshki under center. Grabs it.
Play,
Whistles blown,
yeah.
whistles blown, whistles blown.
I think
It looks like we got a couple players down.
these boys are just gathering some air here and just trying to get settled for the next push.
Petroshki now talking to his coaches.
It was what actually happened there was St. John called a timeout just before the ball was snapped.
Ah, yes. That's a classic trick.
So it's 17.9 seconds. Is that right, Ryan? 17.
Yep, 17.9.
I gotta
In the
go.
fourth quarter, we are 7-5, UNB St. John. Holland College has a fresh set of downs. They are 1st and 10 and 1st in inches for a touchdown. Just to recap what happened on that last play, just before the ball was snapped, UNB St. John called the timeout, getting the play blown dead, and switching it to 17.9 seconds left on the clock. Holland College has first down, and they are about to run their first set of plays. There are Hurricanes players down along the sideline cheering on their fans, pumping them up. Petroshki's in the backfield, actually in shotgun. Hand off to Oka. Oka dives forward, and UNB makes the stop. 13.2 seconds left to go, and Oka cannot get into the end zone. This has been the ongoing trend here today. They get some close, and UNB is able to make the stand.
Actually, they're actually marking that Oka lost a yard on that, so now it's going to become second down and about 2 yards for to score here. I imagine they'll probably go with the same play here. Oka's in the
Petroshki
backfield.
under center, drives forward, jumps
Oh,
up.
ball.
Good, they're calling it a touchdown. Touchdown, Holland College. Petroshki bobbled the ball at the end, but they're calling it touchdown. With 2 seconds left, Holland College scores, putting them up.
Yeah, they.
Petroshki took the leap, overtopped the O and D line, and was able to grab the touchdown for his team.
St. John is arguing here that the ball was fumbled before he crossed the line. I don't think they're going to win this argument.
They are lining up to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and kick is good.
Looks like we have a St. John player down on the field.
He is getting up, however, with 2 seconds left to go. It is 12-7 for the Holland College Hurricanes, thanks to a last-ditch effort by Michael Petroshki to jump over his O-line and the D-line to score the game-winning touchdown. Unless, I should not say anything. They are about to kick off still. But I do believe that is going to seal the deal.
Yeah.
Holland College is getting set to kick off.
So next weekend they're in Dalhousie. So next weekend, Holland College will be traveling to Dalhousie to play the Tiger Cats.
That's September 28th at 7:30 p.m. Holland College kicked the ball. It is a bit of a squib kick. Picked up by number 21, McName. McName tries to make a last-ditch effort. However, it's no good. Time has run out, and Holland College has won the football game. It took just about the entire game to get there, but Holland College finally established some sort of offense near the end and was able to punch in the ball at the very end of the game.
I do believe that there will be a lot of reviewing of film this week for Holland College.
Absolutely. The offense was not as strong as obviously they would have hoped for. However, everybody could be happy. Both sides should be happy with the way they played defensively. It was a very slow, grinded-out type game with a couple big plays, and definitely a very exciting finish. Teams are lining up to shake hands.
And I think St. John's really got to be pleased with their performance today. They managed to hold the offense of St. John, the offense of Holland College to 12 points. And anytime you can do that, you always have a chance to win the game.
And I definitely think Holland College should be pleased with the way they were able to hang in there. They didn't let the fact that they were down just about the entire game dog on them. They fought back, they kept going, and they were able to withstand quite a bit of adversity. You know, they got lucky on defense, not so lucky on offense. You know, a couple missed plays, couple different opportunities. This game could have gone a different way if one or two of those big plays just end up breaking. Today was not really a matter of what team was better, but what team just wanted it the most. And in the very end, Holland toughed it out and showed that it was them.
I think we really are going to have to give player of the game, though, to Jack Mallow. I think Jack Mallow had
Absolutely. He had a huge game here tonight. Both the Mallow brothers played extremely well. However, Jack Mallow kept Holland in the game the entire time. If he doesn't pick off a few of those balls, if he doesn't pick up that fumble, who knows what the score of this game might be.
Yeah. And we definitely, like I said, we want to wish everyone a great weekend. And like I said, Holland College will be traveling to Dalhousie next weekend to play. It will be an interesting game next week against Dow. Dow and Holland College has a very intense rivalry, and it will be interesting to see. So we wish everyone a great weekend, and we hope everyone has enjoyed the game today.
From McAdams Field at UPEI Alumni Place, I'm Ryan Cadman, and to my left is Leslie Fall.